Tonight we continue our series on the dangers of distracted driving.
Now, we've all heard the warnings, but sometimes the message still doesn't stick. Jonathan Brannon met with survivors of distracted driving accidents, and he brings us their stories.
Driving is already a multitasking activity. Your senses are all required to get you safely from A to B. Then if you add a distraction into that mix, accidents can, will, and have happened. Such was the case for Pamela Broom and her husband when they were driving through Hattiesburg in 2012. A truck ran right into the back of their vehicle at a high speed.
My husband got out and come around trying to get me to go ahead and get out of the car, which it took a few minutes. And when I finally got out of the car, it was a guy in an F-150. He had plowed right into the back end of my car, which we hit the car in front of us.
Broom says the driver admitted to the police that he was using his cell phone and not paying attention to the road. Broom and her husband were fortunate to make it out with just a few scratches, but she hopes drivers understand there's not always a happy ending.
And they don't realize what they're actually driving is a weapon, that it can kill somebody.
Kevin Ladnier was driving through Mobile in 2009 when he was suddenly blindsided.
Pickup truck ran the stop sign at about 55 miles an hour, which was the speed limit on that road, and broadsided me in the driver's door.
He says ever since then, he's noticed the driving public becoming worse and worse about focusing on the road.
People just don't pay attention to their driving anymore. It's more important to have their minds on other things other than driving.
And he says that's exactly opposite of the mentality drivers should have when behind the wheel. The smallest distraction could lead to a huge mistake that could cost a lot of money or even someone's life. Jonathan Brannon, WLOX News Now.
So true. Stay with us all this week as we continue to explore the dangers of distracted driving. Tomorrow we'll take a look at laws that are geared at keeping drivers focused on the road.
And on the WLOX News app, you'll see a breakdown of distracted driving with articles, polls, and videos. You can find this special distracted driving section in the app extras.